the women we love.
Yeah.
You gotta protect them.
Well, that's why we're not gonna let anything happen to them or our children.
You got that right.
Go.
Hit me.
Isn't this heaven? Both of us, with the men we love, both having babies. Do you remember when we were younger and we would just dream about this moment, about having babies and raising them together? I'm starting to actually feel like our dreams can come true. Got so dark all of a sudden.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Ooh. What's happening?
I don't know. Look at that dark cloud. It just came out of nowhere.
And this wind is so cold.
Maybe this is a sign, Gwen. Maybe it's an omen of things to come.
It looks like a storm's brewing. We better get inside.
Yeah, you know how these spring storms blow in?
I don't think this is a storm. I think this is a sign of terrible things to come.
Teresa?
What?
Oh my God. Beth. Antonio.
Sharon. Sharon, what's wrong?
It's a sign. Look. That air is so wonderful. Summer's just around the corner.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yeah. Time's a wasting, Fox. You know, spring's almost over. And you know what they say about spring. It's the time of the year when a young man's fancy turns to love.
Not this young man's.
Oh, Steve, come on. Would you just admit it? I know you're in love. I just wish you'd tell me who she is.
Teresa, I told you I'm not in love.
You can say that as many times as you want, but I know I can see it in your eyes. Someone has stolen your heart.
Teresa, look, no one has stolen my heart.
There's nothing wrong with it, okay? I'm glad that you're in love. I mean, because maybe now you understand why I can't give up on Ethan, even though he's married to Gwen.
And even though she's about ready to have his child?
Yeah, it doesn't matter, because I know in my heart that one day Ethan and I will be together.
Teresa, I will never understand your constant optimism. I mean, Julian's trying to take your baby away from you, and the man you love is committed to another woman, and you still have stars in your eyes.
Julian will never take my baby away from me. Never.
Well, I wouldn't want to fight you on anything.
I don't want to talk about negative things. I just want to know who you're in love with.
Something about him moves me, the way that he softly speaks my name, the way his
So
love
beautiful.
is such a gentle rush, like a quiet morning.
Voice is like an angel's.
Something about him shakes me, the way that he always reads my mind.
Teresa, look, you're way off, okay? I'm not in love with anyone.
Oh, come on. I am never wrong about these things. Oh, wait a minute. I know why you won't tell me who she is. She's involved with someone else, isn't she?
You know, I'm not discussing this with you.
Oh my God, just tell me who you're in love with and who she's involved with.
I hope I can help Chad find his parents. He deserves to know.
He certainly does.
Thank you for advising me on how to go about it.
I'm afraid I wasn't that much help.
Well, we're kind of in the same boat. I wish you success in finding the son of the people that you're helping. I just feel so bad that they have to keep their search a secret because they're afraid it'll cause problems.
Yes. It's worse than that, because if they were to find their son, lives would be destroyed. The consequences are enormous.
Then why are they still trying to find him?
A lot of reasons, but love is the main one. Love for this son, and love for the chances of life that were lost.
Eve, what are you talking about? You had a son?
Yes, Daisy, I had a son. And I am so tired of lying and tiptoeing around the truth. I had a son, and it's time that you knew it. It's time you knew the truth.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Sheridan, what's wrong?
Can't you see them?
No.
Where did she go?
Where did who go?
Teresa, she was just right here.
What? Where?
What happened to them? They were just here.
Sheridan, what are you talking about?
Luis, it's an omen. This is a sign of horrible things to come.
Sheridan, why don't you come sit down over here, okay? Come on. No. What is a sign? What's got you all upset, huh?
That dark cloud and the wind, it really scared me. But then when I looked, I saw Beth holding a baby. And Antonio, he was standing there staring at me.
Well, honey, Beth's not here, okay? And neither is Antonio.
I know, they disappeared.
All right, we were gonna come down here today. We were gonna forget all about our troubles, okay? Forget that you're married to Antonio. Forget about Beth being pregnant. Come on, let's just enjoy ourselves, all right?
I know, it was just strange. Beth, I did see you.
Sheridan, what's going on?
Teresa, you have some fantasy life, don't you?
Why is this a fantasy? Okay, a handsome young man like you in love with a girl, maybe one you can't have. Tell me who she is. I'll help you get her.
Teresa, stop it, okay? You've got it all wrong.
Okay, so she's not attached. All right, fine. So, how serious are things between you? I mean, have you met her parents?
Eve, sweetheart, I don't understand. How could you have a son, and why didn't you ever tell me this before?
I've never met anyone like you. You could fight me, but I know you want me as much as I want you, don't you, Eve? Don't you?
Stop it! No, please, somebody! Help, he's taking my baby!
If we find him, I'm gonna have to tell the whole world about you and me. You know what an uproar that would create in both our families.
There's an understatement.
Is it even right to drag him into this mess? And I can hear Whitney calling me a hypocrite to my face. And TC would just explode. Finding out that we had a past together. We didn't have to mention having a child.
Honey, talk to me, please. Tell me what is going on.
It's all over for you, Eve. You can't get out of this one.
Right here, right now. Clear, we only here for the golden pile. Right here, right now. No joke, one choice, show we can't be broke. Three-piece suit, a thugged out, give me the loot. Yo, the digits that I'm making kinda hard to compute.
I gotta spit it or hit it, however you gotta get it. Understand I need 100%, it will never split
So
it.
what you wanna do?
Rise in a major way. Give me one shot, then I'll make a major play.
Time's 9.
That's what I'm trying to say. Let's make it happen, all we got is today.
So what you wanna do?
Player.
All right. Hey, listen up. This is my card. I got a studio around the corner. I want you guys to come by, lay down some tracks. I want to catch the Independence.
Yo, no lie, you think we good enough to make a CD?
No lie. Look, give me a call.
You got it.
All right.
Big
I'm
thing.
talking about.
No doubt, man.
I think they got something.
Yeah, I like the way you work. Always an eye out for new talent. I once had an eye for talent myself, you know.
Oh, how I've tried to pretend I could choose to make this end. Oh, what a fool I've been. 'Cause the thought of losing you leaves me cold and turns me blue.
I mean, who would have thought one day we'd be standing around talking to a billionaire and that we'd have something in common? I mean, you like Tabasco on your hot dogs, and we both have an eye for talent.
Who indeed?
Well, I think it's nice.
Yeah. So, Mr. Crane, is that why you built the recording studio in the first place? To showcase some of the talent that you spotted?
I built it for one particular talent. It was a young woman that I was in love with. Voice like velvet. So beautiful.
But you never used it. I mean, usually studios have rows and rows of tapes, demos, you know? But when I first started using the recording studio, the tech guys who maintained all that high-tech equipment said it had never been used.
I didn't use it because I lost the woman that I loved. And after she was gone, I had no interest.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up such a painful memory.
That's all right. The years have made it less painful. At any rate, I'm very pleased to see what you've been doing in this studio. I do hope you find your parents, wherever they are. I'm sure they'll be very proud of you. You know, the worst thing that can happen to a parent is losing a child. I made the mistake of letting a son be taken from me once. I'll never let that happen again. I'll keep my son this time.
Are you talking about little Ethan? Because I won't let you take him away from me, Julian. I won't.
Luis, did you do all this for Sheridan?
It looks so wonderful.
No. Come on. Ethan did it for Gwen. You know what? It looks great. Yeah. So, what are you two doing here? Oh, Sheridan wanted to go for a walk, and, well, I didn't want to let her go alone. You know, not now that this woman's trying to kill her.
And we ran into Ethan and Gwen.
You know what? I'm really glad you were with her. I was really concerned about Sheridan when she wasn't at the cottage.
I'm fine, Antonio.
You know, everybody should have a brother like you, Luis. Except, you should let me worry about my wife. You know, you've got your own future wife and baby to worry about now. Yep.
Luis, I made you some homemade bread.
Wow, thanks. That's really sweet of you. How you feeling?
Well, my morning sickness comes and goes, but I'm just fine.
Good. Yeah.
Gwen, what were you saying about Teresa?
She was just right here. And the dark cloud blew over us, and then she just disappeared.
Well, you must have just imagined that she was there.
You know what? I'm sure you're right. I mean, when Sheridan talked about that dark cloud being a bad omen, I immediately thought of Teresa.
I love you. I mean, that's why I did all of this. For you.
I still can't believe you did all of this for me. I mean, I am the luckiest woman in the world.
No, I'm the lucky one.
I'm sorry. I still worry about Teresa coming in between us so much. But she has caused us nothing but trouble in our relationship for years now, and it's hard for me to just forget about her.
Even though that you and I are married and we're expecting a child?
I know it's silly. But
I want you to put all those worries out of your head. There's nothing that's gonna come between us, okay? You are my wife, and I'm devoted to you and our baby, and I won't let anything or anyone come between us.
Not even Teresa.
Not even Teresa.
Just get it out of your head, Julian. You are never gonna get custody of my son.
You misunderstood, Teresa. I was not talking about little Ethan.
Well, then who are you talking about? I mean, what other son are you determined not to lose?
I was talking about Ethan. In spite of what you believe, it was very painful for me to find out that Ethan was Sam Bennett's son, not mine. And all I was saying was that I would not lose him again if I could do it over.
Yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. See the way it works is my father actually always preferred the son that wasn't his over the son that was. Me. I guess losing Ethan really put a big crimp in your plans for the future, didn't it, Father? Looks like you're stuck with me as heir now, aren't you?
God help us.
Yeah.
Spock's right. Were you talking about Ethan?
Yes, I was talking about Ethan. You have no idea what it costs a man to lose his son.
Then be reasonable, Julian, okay? Don't put me through the pain you felt when you lost Ethan. Don't try to take my son away from me.
TC, you've been a wonderful husband to me. And my life with you has been so much more than I thought that I deserved.
Honey, I don't understand. If you have a son, where is he?
I said that I had a son. Beautiful baby boy. But he was taken from me.
He was taken from you?
Yes, he was stolen from me. And from then, I've had this hole in my heart that I can never fill.
Sweetheart, how could you keep this to yourself all these years and never tell me?
I couldn't tell you. I knew that if I did, it would ruin our lives together forever.
How could it ruin our lives?
Go ahead, Eve. Tell him. Tell TC why knowing about your little boy could ruin your lives together forever.
I wish I could have spent more time with Louise today. I know. I still can't get over Beth suddenly finding herself pregnant.
What do you mean?
I mean that something isn't right. Look, I know what you told me, but I can't believe that Luis actually slept with Beth. He loves you more than anything in this world.
I believe it, Gwen. But I haven't made Luis's life easy. I mean, I married his brother, and then I told him to go be happy with someone else, so he did. I mean, he went to Beth.
I don't doubt that Beth is in love with Luis, but it just seems so convenient that she wound up pregnant.
No, Beth is a good friend. She's been so supportive of Luis and me through this whole nightmare of my marrying Antonio because we thought he was dying.
You're very trusting, Sheridan.
Luis, I'm sorry I just showed up like this, but I really needed to see you, and Hank offered to drop me by.
Hank, where is he?
Parking the car. He'll be here in a sec.
Well, so you said you needed to see me. Is everything all right with the baby?
Lying to Luis
Making him believe that you are pregnant with his baby when you are not. What kind of person does that, Bethy?
Smart one?
An evil person, that's who.
It's so sweet of you to worry, Luis, but the baby's just fine.
Oh.
Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
Thanks for bringing Beth by.
No problem. The station's been calling my cell phone. They're looking for you, but your phone's turned off.
Damn it. Totally forgot. Did they say what they wanted? Did they find out one was trying to kill Sheridan?
No, it's nothing like that. It's just they needed to fill out some paperwork for a trial today.
I better go check in. Beth, have some of the food. You're eating for two now.
Beth, I'm sorry I acted so strange when you got here. The dark cloud just really freaked me out.
Dark cloud? I don't see any cloud.
I saw it too, Beth.
Yeah, it's gone now, but it was here and it really scared me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sheridan, but everything's all right now, isn't it?
It's fine. But you know what, since you're here, we really do need to talk about Luis and your pregnancy.
You're right, Sheridan. We really do need to talk.
I know this is none of my business, but you were just wishing me luck on finding my parents. Now, I may never have met them, don't know who they are or what they're like, but I still wish I was raised by my real mother and father, even if I did hear horrible things about my father.
Well, I understand, but there's really no analogy here. I am little Ethan's real father, and I have as much right to raise him as his mother.
But you don't care about him, Julian. You just want an heir.
Hey, Chad, what horrible things did you hear about your real father?
That he was white and he wouldn't marry a black woman even though she was carrying his baby. You know, he was a racist. So yeah, maybe it would have been a disaster if I was raised by my mother without a father. But I do know kids want to be with their mother. And Teresa loves that baby so much. Why don't you just let her raise her son?
You say your father was a racist?
That's what I hear, yeah.
Must have been very difficult to hear that. I wanted my son to grow up in a loving family. He was a child conceived in love. All I wanted for him was love.
What are you talking about, Julian? Our child was not conceived in love. You got me drunk, and then you got me pregnant. But at least I have a wonderful son. And you have no right to have him. He is my son. I love him, and don't you even try to take him away from me, Julian.
Sweetheart, you can tell me anything.
No, I couldn't tell you, TC. I couldn't tell anyone. I was afraid if I told anyone that they would use it against me. And then I went for so long not telling anyone that then I couldn't tell because it was too late. In all those wonderful years of our life together, I have had this pain. And I knew that it was only a matter of time before I lost everything.
Honey, you would never lose me. You would never lose our girls. Don't you know how much we love you?
No, TC. You're not going to love me anymore. Now that everything's come out, you're going to hate me. I know you're going to hate me.
That's right, TC. Because the baby is just the tip of the iceberg.
You are my passion for life.
Sheridan, I feel really bad that I got pregnant. I didn't mean to. And I know what kind of strain it's put on your relationship with Luis. I never meant to make your lives more complicated than they already are.
Beth, there's no need to apologize. I know you didn't plan this. It was an accident.
Well, anyway, I'm sorry. And I will do anything to uncomplicate the situation.
No, Beth, please. I hope you don't do anything to harm your baby. I mean, your baby is a precious life inside of you. This should be the happiest time of your life, in all our lives.
Yes. Well, I hope we can all find happiness during this time. Do you excuse me?
You see, Gwen, Beth is a good friend. She's really concerned about what her pregnancy will do to Luis and me.
Sheridan, I don't know. I mean, it sounded as if Beth was offering to have an abortion to make you and Luis happy. No woman in love would ever do that unless she had her own agenda.
What would her agenda be?
She reminds me too much of Teresa. I mean, Teresa was always pretending to be my friend and Ethan's friend. She was even going to coordinate our wedding. But the whole time, everything she said and did was a lie. In the end, she just wanted to steal Ethan from me the entire time.
Gwen, will you excuse us? I want Sheridan and I to take a look at that electronic baby name book. Maybe we can figure one out. Okay?
Of course.
So Beth, who's your OBGYN?
Oh, my doctor. Dr. Culver?
Oh, really? Because I thought you would be using Dr. Russell like Sheridan and I.
Oh, well, I would have loved to use her, but I don't have insurance, so I have to watch every penny.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wonder if we're all gonna be delivering at the same time. When's your due date?
Oh, but due date. We haven't actually figured that out yet. Excuse me.
Okay, something is definitely not right here because that's the first thing a doctor figures out is your due date.
No, sweetheart, you are wrong, okay? I could never hate you. But I need to understand what you meant when you said that everything is gonna come out in the open. Sweetheart, what else do you have to tell me? I know that you had a son and you lost him. And my heart breaks for you, sweetheart, but what else is there?
No, you will hate me. I know you'll hate me. And I can't bear it. I can't bear it.
No, TC, wait. I think she just needs time alone.
No, Liz, I need to be with my wife. I need to help her.
All right, Teresa. I'll be reasonable. I just want to be part of this baby's life, so I will share custody with you.
You want to share?
That's right. I want to have a say in my son's future. What schools he'll attend, sports he'll play, making sure that he's prepared for the future. That's all.
That's all.
So I want him to know that I care, that I'm there for him.
Can't believe what I'm hearing.
So you just want to be a part of the baby's life, sharing the decision-making, that sort of thing.
Yes, I'm willing to share custody. I think I'm being completely fair.
You think you're being fair, Julian? To whom? To you? To my son? I don't think so. No, I don't think it's fair to him for you to be involved in his life in any way. You were a horrible father to Ethan and to Fox. Yeah, and who knows how many bastard sons you have. I guess they're the lucky ones. No, Julian, we're not gonna share custody. You will never have any part in my son's life, and if possible, I won't even allow you to be in the same room with him.
I gave you a chance, Teresa, but if this is the way you want it, that's fine with me. But I warn you, it'll be a fight to the finish, and I won't lose. I will not allow you to keep me from my son. No one will do that to me, ever again.
Fine.
I will not miss a day with another son, I swear it.
Antonio, how about a game? I beat the pants off Luis a little while ago, so I just thought I should show the other Lopez Fitzgerald brother how it's done.
All right, maybe you should try. Hey, you guys want to play some football? 2 against 2.
I'm in.
All right. You okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Go play. I'll be okay.
Luis, you okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to be. It's just that if Sheridan and I don't tell Antonio the truth, we're gonna be separated forever.
Why don't you tell him? He's perfectly healthy now. The shock of knowing that you and Sheridan are in love won't kill him.
Hank, I am ready to tell him. I've been ready to tell him. It's just that Sheridan can't bring herself to hurt Antonio, and the stress is really taking its toll on her and the baby.
Yeah, I can see that. Even a trip to the circus would be a strain on you two.
Yeah, no doubt. Especially now that Sheridan's got this crazy fear of clowns. She's been having nightmares and visions. It's totally freaking her out.
Hey, Hank, Luis, come on. Yeah, let's play some football. Come on.
That's right.
So you see, Mother, my plan is going to succeed. I'll get rid of Sheridan, and I'll make Luis mine.
By disguising yourself as a clown?
That way, when I kidnap Sheridan, she won't have a clue who I am. Everything is falling into place for my plan.
I couldn't catch her. She drove off in her car. By the time I made it down to the road, she was nowhere to be seen.
TC, I'm so sorry you couldn't catch up with her.
She'll come back, and eventually she'll come back, and we'll talk about this whole thing about her having a son.
Oh, TC. Once you find out that Julian Crane is the father of that baby, you wish you never asked.
You're driving like a madman. Eve?
Julian. Oh, Julian, it was awful. And it's all over for me. It's all over for me.
I won't let Julian take my baby. He will have to take him from my cold, dead hands.
You know, you might not be exaggerating. Actually, I mean, you know Julian's gonna fight dirty. He'll do whatever he can to win.
Let him try. He won't take little Ethan away from me.
I feel sorry for Teresa. I mean, she's in for a battle, trying to fight the mighty Julian Crane. Why are they such bullies anyway? I mean, the Cranes always seem to have to force their will on people.
Well, I mean, it's like, it's all they know. It's a way of life for them.
Well, I'd sure hate to have Julian's genes.
Well, not all the Cranes are horrible. I mean, look at Sheridan. And Fox. He's a good person. He's been a really good friend to us, hasn't he?
Yeah. He has.
Eve. Listen. Now tell me what happened. Why are you so upset?
I was looking at our son's baby booties, and then Liz found them, and she put them out where TC could see them. And then when he did, she said that I should tell him about our son.
What?
I knew she was gonna tell him everything. I knew she was. So I beat her to the punch, and I told TC about our son.
You told TC about her son. Don't worry, Eve. We'll face this together. I won't abandon you this time. It'll be all right. Be all right.
Liz, I don't know what's happening.
Well, TC, Eve told you that she had a son. And that she kept it a secret from you all these years because she was afraid you'd hate her if you knew.
Yes, I know that, but Eve knows me better than anyone in this world. I mean, she knows I would never hate her for anything.
Well, you know what? I think that you might feel better if you knew the rest of the story. I think maybe you should go out, try and find her again. Get her to tell you what happened.
You're right, Liz. I'm gonna find her and she's gonna tell me everything.
That's right, TC. And then it's all over for you, Eve. Once TC finds out about you and Julian, he'll leave you so fast it'll make your head spin. You'll lose everything. Oh, I wouldn't miss this for the world.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000.
Sheridan, could you hand me that newspaper? I just want to see my horoscope.
Sure. Please give me my baby. Give me my baby.
Let him go to her. He's her husband.
Come on. Sure. What is it?
If you're that scared of a picture of a clown, just wait till you get a load of the real thing.
Damn you, Julian.
Oh, TC.
What is going on here?
Time has come for us to break apart Sam and Grace once and for all.
Ivy's not keeping me out of your bed. You are.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart.
She created a billion-dollar empire.
People, she's in the building! Let's go!
How she did it is another story.
Did I not ask for Merlot?
What are you gonna do when they find out we're not the perfect family?
You're not believing me. If you think you're getting him, you are mistaken.
Sybil Shepherd stars.
The SEC has begun an investigation into insider trading charges.
Martha Inc., the story of Martha Stewart. NBC 1 week from Monday.